Hi, I'm Purdy and I am connecting with you from the year 1999. I found a penny from the year 1999. I'm back here with my phone from 1999 and I'm also here with my camcorders from 1999. Cam is recording me and thanks Cam. Cam lent me the cap as well, director's cap, and then we've also got Cordelia here. I was wearing Cordelia's necklace earlier, she's got it back, and I am also gonna crown her with her hairband. We had a lot of fun earlier in the week. We've been catching up on 90s movies from the year 1999, and one of them that we've been reconnecting with is Notting Hill. And we actually went round Notting Hill. They've given me this Nokia phone now instead of my smartphone. Oh, hello, 30C. Lou, thank you. I'm so glad that can you hear me again? And thank you for joining me again on 1999. I was just saying that how I've been reconnecting with the films of 1999, like I said I would last week, and we took a trip round when I found the Notting Hill bookshop from the film with this A to Z earlier in the week, and we'll be bringing out a video about it soon. But yeah, joined by Cordelia again. She's got her new headband. Oh, wow, got a London henna here. And we have got Cam recording, camcorder. So there we go. Now, I wanted to quickly do a quick stream, a live catch up about what has been going on and how I am dealing with this whole 1999 thing. So, what happened was I found a penny from the year 1999. I found it on the street where I lived in the year 1999. I lived there specifically from the years 1998 until 2000. I saw the turn of the millennium, of the century, of my teenage years on that street. And then I picked up this penny and I had just a moment's thought of, wouldn't it be amazing if I went back to the year 1999? Because as much as I love 2026 and the 2020s, please let me know how it's going in the 2020s. I did also feel like there were many great times in the 90s. Things just felt simpler. At the time, maybe I didn't quite appreciate it. Now, I have been trying to decode as to how I even ended up here with these camcorders. Hi, Highland Cow 21. And how come I'm connecting with you from 1999 to the year that you are in? I am assuming that you're in the year 2026, but if that's different, please let me know, or please let me know the year that you are watching from, because it could be any year. And this is what got me curious. So this week, Cam and Cordelia, the camcorders who help me connect back with the 2020s, they have been teaching me something about astrology. Now, I know this may not be for everyone, but something curious has been happening that they let me know about. The astrology right now is very similar to the year 1999 and the late 90s specifically. What they do, Cam and Cordelia, is they go through all the archives of YouTube and the internet and everything. Beyond that, they can look up there as well, and they can tune into all the information that we have to know about time and space. There was an astrologer this week who released a video about the astrology being very similar to the late 90s and also specifically the year 1999. Now, what was happening then was the planet Saturn was in Aries. The planet Saturn is in Aries again. It's on a 30-year cycle. It goes around and then it comes back all around the zodiac. It spends about 3 years in each sign, and then it comes back to where it was there. And that is happening right now. What we're talking about, very neurotic, that is a great name. We're talking about how I was in the year 2026. My name is Purdy, and I found a penny from the year 1999, and then I picked it up and I wished that I could go back to 1999, and then I ended up here. And these two camcorders, Cam and Cordelia, have been documenting this. They've been putting videos on this channel about it, and then we also do these catch-ups. And I wanted to just do this catch-up this week because it was something that I had just discovered this week about how the astrology, basically where the planets were in 1999, are very similar, specifically Saturn, as to how they are now. Saturn in 1999 was going through its transitions phase from Aries to Taurus, and then back to Aries again from the 30th of August until the end of the year. Now, when we look at astrology, this is what Cam and Cordelia have been talking to me about, is we can see what happened in the past and then see when it comes up again and what similar themes are repeating themselves. I happened to find this penny, truly, on the street where I lived in 1999, from 1998 to 2000. And now, yes, exactly, Fight Club did come out in 1999. Yeah, and I have been talking about how I have been looking at the different films. So yeah, Fight Club came out, The Matrix came out, Notting Hill came out. And earlier in the week, what we did was, me, Cam, Cordelia, we went round Notting Hill and we found the Notting Hill bookshop using this A to Z. Because what they also did was they locked away my smartphone in a box. And they replaced it with this phone here. So I've been readjusting to that and I've been using that. But yeah, something that had come up, let's see, what the astrologer was saying was, S.J. Anderson was the astrologer's name, was that the patterns of the planets where they were are repeating themselves now. So I've just been curious about how did I actually end up here. I know I physically picked up the penny. I know that it was in the year 1999 and I got transported to that year. But I'm wondering if something else had to go on. They are Cordelia and Cam. So there are these camcorders that, hey, I'm Cordelia. I'm been helping Purdy in the 90s. And then Cam is recording on here as well. They document it and they also have been helping me learn about these things. So I've just been wondering, is it something to do with, I had to have a physical object to get to the year 1999. The place was important because it is where I was in 1999, and it seems like I've got transported to the same place again. And I'm wondering if the celestial bodies and the patterns that they're making are repeating exactly right now again. So maybe there's something to do with that. And specifically Saturn being tied to Aries. Aries do the self. I've come back to 1999 partly. It seems like when I landed here is to kind of unpack my baggage and get to know myself again. And Saturn is to do with time. It's the planet to do with time, and it helps us bring structure back. And I mean, time is a curious one because it's chronological time, but I don't think it's always chronological at all. I think there's two types of time. So that's kind of what's been going on this week. How is it in 2026, wherever you are right now? Let me know either in the chat or in the comments after this stream if you want to have a more succinct as to what's been happening. There are videos on the channel that show the transportation moment. And if you have any other recommendations for films from 1999, please let us know. It's been good to see you all. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well in whatever time or place you are. And ciao from 1999.